Okay, this is a game called Kholat, I think. It is a survival horror game that I've been really dying to try out for a long time. It's based on a true story. It looks awesome. It looks terrifying also. So here we go. It's an indie game, survival horror, of course.
56 years ago, Russia, the northern Ural Mountains. A group of 9 students of the Ural Polytechnic Institute embarked upon a difficult winter expedition to reach the Otorten mountain. Their journey seemed to progress according to plan. However, on the 7th day of their trip, the weather conditions worsened. They lost their orientation and were forced to set up a camp on the slope of the mountain called Kholat PART. It was their last stop. 3 weeks later in Yekaterinburg, when their families received no word of their success, the first rescue expeditions were sent. On February 25th, 1959, an abandoned encampment was found. The tent was torn down and covered with snow, with all the group's belongings left inside. Further examination revealed it was cut from inside out. The surrounding footprints indicated the crew had fled the tent. They were barefooted. This suggests a frantic escape, characteristic of people scared out of their wits. 2 sets of prints led to a forested area down the slope. The rescue team found an improvised fireplace and 2 bodies. They were lying in but their underwear, with cuts and scratches to their limbs, suggesting they had tried to climb the tree in panic. What could terrify them so much? The next 3 bodies were found scattered a few hundred meters from the first discovery. One of them had suffered a fractured skull, this despite no evidence of a struggle. It took the spring thaw 2 months later to enable the rescue team to find the rest of the victims. The last 4 skiers were found buried in a thick layer of ice and snow. Their autopsies led to even more bizarre findings. All of the bodies had severe internal injuries caused by an undetermined force, similar to that of a serious car accident. No external damage nor bruises were visible, besides a tongue ripped from one victim's mouth and a strange orange skin color. Much speculation arose from these puzzling events. Such theories included attack from the local tribesmen, from an avalanche, or animals. Each theory, however, only served to create more questions. The truth behind this tragic course of events remains unexplained to this day. What really happened? Maybe the answer still waits to be discovered, deep under the snow.
All right. There's that. I don't know where to go. into the distance. Wish my eyes could do that. I'm not sure how well I do with horror games I haven't really ever beat one all the way through. But I saw quite a few Let's Plays, I saw a Let's Play of this game, and the creator never finished it, and I've been anxious to play it ever since, but I don't really know how I do with horror games, so I could probably get scared and not play it anymore, but I'm going to try to make it all the way through. At least the game is linear. I know exactly where to go. Like, the snow and the wind is making me want to cover my eyes. Yeah, I'm stuck. What if I came all the way over here with nothing? So, unfortunately. Well.
Are you coming to me?
Who are you talking to? What the hell? This isn't ominous at all. What the heck?
In the end, the only thing I saw was a flash. An insufferable burning light. The pain ripping apart my body. I felt it tearing out of my soul. After a while, I was nobody. Nothing. The light went out and I vanished into overwhelming darkness. I welcomed the end with delight.
Fell through a hole to a desert of snow. Desert of snow. That seems like an oxymoron. Did I go the wrong way? Surprise. great. Unlock the camps to use the fast travel. How many camps are there?
Have you
Act
ever
2?
tried to hold on to it when others convince you of being no more than a subject, an object, which they can bend to their will? When they told you that you were a monster that deserved punishment, when you could really not remember your sins,
What the
when they took away
world?
your loved ones, leaving you to rot in the dark. The problem is,
The spirits
it's in their darkness.
have hot feet.
You have never been alone.
Skis? A radio tower I can't focus on for whatever reason because I have zero depth perception apparently. Let's see. 35 degrees north, 50 degrees east coordinates. But what for? Probably where I'm at. Well,
I set out the moment I heard about the incident. I reported to the unit myself to be automatically assigned to the case. I arrived at Vishai.
what? Okay. What in the hell? Oh, what? This isn't normal. I died? What? Okay. Okay, so apparently if I lose gravity, I'm dead. Okay, I gotta get out of the anti-gravity pit. Oh, no, don't do it. That's not fair. What the world? What? scared of Usain Bolt over here. Am I gonna pass out? I don't want to follow that thing. But I probably have to. Wolves. I think. Frame rate spike. Growling? That is some for real growling. Somebody is snoring like a boss. I'm not going that way. Got a map. Nothing. I have a diary, basically.
I set out the moment I heard about the incident. I was in the area, so I reported to the unit myself to be automatically assigned to the case. I arrived at Vishai on February the 19th, a couple of days before the
this is a
incident.
translation of the pages in
I started
Russian on the
asking
left.
around to see if anyone from among the locals knew anything about the incident. One of them said he had a hunting cabin in the search region and knew the area very well. I decided to use him as a guide. When the rescue team had finally arrived, I explained to them what the unit's role was in this mission and that all discoveries or observations should be brought to my attention before anyone else's. We established priorities, checked the equipment, and set off right away.
Okay. So that's just explaining about them finding the bodies, really. Mysterious lights above the Svobodny Cosmodrome. Mysterious events in the sky were noted during the night of 4 to 5 July. Witnesses testified they had seen a bright orange sphere which had crossed the sky over the city several times, moving chaotically and immediately changing its direction of flight. Finally, it stopped and disappeared. Major Gierka, an aviation professional, confirms it's impossible for any flying object we know to move like that. Aliens. It's the only logical explanation. It's the only explanation. Illogical or otherwise. Okay, I'm definitely getting closer to these wolves. Or whatever's howling. What was that? The earth is creaking? Because that wasn't no tree. Can't even really tell which direction to go, which direction the noise is coming from. Oi! What? What the hell? Oi! Okay, let's not stick around for that. Is the orange mist good? Is it bad? I don't know if these guys are running to this stuff or away from it. Maybe this is a way of the game telling me, hey, you're taking too long, go this way. We can go with that. That's what that was. This is a big old tree. Okay, gotta get ready to run as soon as I get this paper, because it's just death all over it. It's got death all over it. That's what this is. There's the... Get away from the tree! Oh, what the hell is this?